A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, and the diaspora, and elsewhere. Friends all, and my critics, as much as they, whoever want to look at it. But let me be fair here to you. When I sit down here to address Guyanese, I have to end up addressing only two races in the country when we are the human race. But because of from 1966 to now, what did you, the Afro-Guyanese or the Indo-Guyanese, accomplish from Burnham and Cheddi Jagan? Many of you are defending Jagan and call him the father of Guyana. And some of you are talking the same about Burnham. Friends, I cannot stop you from worshiping who you want. But when people's life is at stake, we all have to voice our opinion. Some people praise anybody they want it, but they forget themselves and their family and where they start. From 1966 to this day, did Guyana had ever had a leader that really thinks about the people? No. We put Burnham. And we heard the slogan from the Indian side, the uneducated by the way, look what these Portuguese people done. They joined hands with the black man to put Guyana independent. And y'all had a lot of negative talk about it. But if the Portuguese didn't do that, John F. Kennedy, the late President of the United States, would have get rid of all of you. You Indians. You had inherit a lot from De Geer joining with Burnham to save Guyana from going into the communist hands. Today, a lot of you are living in America. Queens is your headquarters. The decent one also start to move from there and live in different area. And if anything De Geer has done good was to help you all to be in this country, because if he didn't do that, the CIA with the help of others would have wiped you all off the face of the earth, because Indian, whether y'all like it or not, whether you're not a communist or you didn't believe in it, but once you're an Indian, they see you to be the same, which is wrong. Like how we all are seeing every black people in Guyana to be wrong. Not all of them do their crime. Yes, there was black. And if any black in Guyana denied that, well then there is a God, let he judge them. Because it's what they see, not what they hear and what they see. And they can't accept that the people got a right because they was uneducated. They don't have much understanding in the time. That is why I said, if tigers attack you, will you call it a rabbit, a deer, or a donkey? You have to say what you know. Now, if they give you a gun and tell you kill the tiger, will you kill the one in the zoo or the one in the circus and leave the one in the jungle? No. You will be hunting the one in the jungle, even the innocent one. Friends, because it's human nature. What you see cannot change. Same goes to our black brothers and sisters today in modern time. You hear these words, the white man slave us. Is all the white people was involved in slavery? No. But you cannot stop them from saying it because they were slaved by the lighter skinned person. But which white man? How many white people did not die fighting against slavery? You don't hear about that, did you? But what was slavery? It is modern day servant. Today, we call it servant. Underpay you. The union get a benefit. The government get the tax and they quiet you down. The money you work for can't even mind you because of cost of living, plus your rent in a country like Guyana. So what you, the blacks, have accomplished from Burnham? Hatred, division. And you, Indian, what have you accomplished because of Cheddi Jagan? A lot of raping and killing and robbery. But between the two major races, there's good and bad. And I will tell you, instead of 200 or something thousand blacks, 230 something thousand blacks in Guyana, 70 to 80, give and take to 85,000, God can open heaven and accept them honorable, not miserable. But so help me God, if we take 10 or 15,000 Indians, y'all will throw his ass out if y'all can do it. You know why? The blacks got a racial issue, y'all are very corrupt, vindictive, covetous, ungrateful, spiteful, jealousful. Y'all will do anything to accomplish your goal. I would have liked to know if I can turn back the clock. I would have liked to turn back the clock and bring the Jews into Guyana in 1947 and you all try that shit with them. I don't know how both of you would have made it. Both of you love to take land and love money, Indian and Jew. But again, you have good one amongst them too. But let's face reality. Jagan and his family living good until they die. And those who exist. Even one of his granddaughter having an immigration thing because she's a lawyer. Ask how many Indian Guyanese. What happened to them when they go to her? Even an Amerindian, 2000 or 2005, she just take a copy of your passport, she never get it. But there is a God. And why did not Jagan send them to Czechoslovakia, Romania, or Russia? He sent them into America and Canada. Think. What become of those young people that went to go to Cuba to study? That the plane was shot, blow up over Barbados. Anyone of you remember that? No. You Indians. There's good and bad among y'all, but I want you all to know. If I have to live in a country between two things, racism and corruption, I will rather live among the racists. Because you could have a dialogue and come out and fix the differences. But corruption, the only solution to corruption is death. Y'all may not like it. Because you never know between a snake and an Indian. You never know when you all will rise up with your ignorance. I remember a story of my neighbor, an old black guy, he deceased now. His grandson was playing with a lot of Indians. And he said to his grandfather, I'm going to the back dam, and a lot of you would mean back dam, the Canefield area. I'm going with Rupchan and Harry and the others. And the grandfather said, grandson, let me ask you a question. If you're going some way, and a snake crossing you and your friend, your Indian friend, and you have to kill it, which one will you kill? He said, grandfather, that's a stupid question. I gotta kill this snake. He said, oh, grandson, take it from me. That snake will go your own way. He have nothing to do with you. You and he get part in the same cross area. Once you move, he gone away. But that man there, that mean they want to walk with you. One day they go get rid of you. I was young, and I look at this old black brother and I said, this guy is racial. But as I grow older, I realize it was a bloody message. You cannot trust them because you don't know who is who. But again, as I'm telling you, you have Indians saying the same thing because they can't trust their own brother, their sister. They can't trust their uncle and their auntie. A lot of insult, humiliation, Indian. In Guyana amongst the six race. The Chinese see no evil here, none speak none. The Amerindian, well, they live amongst everybody. You humiliate them, insult them. And you in the military and the police, you breed them. Many of you police rape them. But there is a God. They will get justice. But you all talk about white man slavery. Trust me, where y'all are running from today, are running to go. The white man leave the whole African continent and give it to y'all freedom. Where are the ancestor links gone? The generation is running to the white man country. Even if he kill the Indian, let he feel that sin and cross, not you. But you are going there to share what he killed for. Do you know what you're saying? Tell me. Do you aware of what you're saying? Look at the courthouse. Indian always get into problem. Y'all like them home dog. Y'all bark plenty. But y'all are not just the type of violence like the black brothers. On my program, a black brother make a comment, black people never do Indian anything. Somebody better educate you know the truth. Come on, Hamilton Green. Come on, you see Guyana. There's good and bad amongst everything. But Indians hurt their own more than any other race hurt them. If they are a woman, they go to the Obia man to control their men and then destroy. They want to kill their mother and father for get their property. Man and woman. Y'all got to wake up to civilization, man. The time have passed. We tried Barnum. He failed the nation. Hart was different. We tried David Granger. He, according to information, it's alleged, he says, too many young black boys in prison, he didn't see the Amerindian. He didn't see the Douglas. He didn't see the East Indian. He did not see the Chinese, maybe the Portuguese. But maybe that's his way of life. I cannot judge him. God shall and will judge him soon. All right? Indian people, you cannot take criticism. Trust me. But you are the one who like to insult, condemn, and criticize people. But when people criticize you, you're ready to do them all kind of things. But that is why you're suffering from India to Pakistan, from Bangladesh to Uganda to Burma, and anywhere you all go, there's problem. But the decent one, the honorable one, keep away from your disaster. Y'all are so bent with Eddie Jagan that you all will not change. I remember a story with a young man named Fazal Muhammad or Shah, his sister Jennifer Shah, his father Patrick Shah asked him, because he was a PPP man as much as his sister, and the father said to him one day, Gregory, I want to ask you this question. If me and Cherry Jagan is on a ship and the ship going on and you have to save one person, who will you save? The boy laughed and he said, it's obviously Daddy. I can save Jagan. He said, what? The man's face changed. I am your father. He said, yes, but you only father me, 2 other brothers and 2 sisters. But Dr. Jagan will save all of us. It's a good thing I was there when Patrick charged and grabbed him. I had to jump between. Friends, how ignorant and foolish y'all could be and quick to be brainwashed. Trust me. Who was the late Walter Rodney? Rodney come. He didn't join Barnum. He could have got a good job with him. He didn't join the PPP. He could have been good. He went against Barnum, who Dr. Jagan was also the advisor to. So my friends, I'm calling on you all today to unite. This is not the time of Barnum Jagan. You do not see that when he get power, he didn't live long. Y'all didn't see it? Wake up. But again, God will judge him, not me. But I know enough. Look at Mansour Nadir from the United Force. Ask him if he knows George Correa. I was the man walk foot to foot behind him all in Mackenzie. Berbice, Essequibo, at that mount. You black people quick to get yourself into problem, but you quick to sit down and analyze. And when you're wrong, you admit you're wrong. Indian, very rare they say they're wrong. They're always right. If they got money, oh my God, nobody better than them. If they got a little education and you do not have as much as them, they call you numbskull, dummies. You name it, they give it to you. They may curse. But the decent one, the honorable one like the black people, keep away from it. So when you have to deal with the Guyana situation, and you black people out of Africa, the white man slave us, the white man bring me out to Africa, how would you like to return back to Africa where you come from and give up your house, your swimming pool, your helicopter, your plane and your car, your electric guitar and saxophone, and kicking a soccer ball, making millions and billions? Come tell me, I'm making a record, I'm making millions on being in the movie. How would you like to surrender those things? To go back? Every nation was a slave sometime or the other. Civilization have taken a long road, but everything cannot be overnight. And you cannot compete with a man if you don't want to be educated or sit down home and waiting on handouts. Friends, I am calling on all of you. I am a mixed race. I support the PNC with Hoyt. I support it with Mr. David Granger. Let me show you the video. It was one of his biggest crowd by Big Market when I start to speak. Even give me extra 30 minutes, Green was sitting on my side. You know why? I'm a political whore. I join every organization to bring about good. I shake hands with the devil to come to a compromise. Because our ancestors, whether they were black, Indian, Chinese, or Portuguese, have crossed the Atlantic. And we are the ones who are destroying the vision and the dream. They have suffered. And we turn back and do worse than what the white man has done to our ancestors. We do to the native, the Amerindian. And the blacks, what you do to the Indian. Don't deny it. But not all of you. Not all of you. I guarantee you now, if you take a sense in Guyana and ask the Indian if they remember who the person that hit them and beat them, I guarantee you they might name a few. Take it from me. Friends, today the whole world is in turmoil. Where is not a religious conflict is land problem. Politicians, they will say anything to get your vote. And when they get in there, they make laws to deny you your rights. They are civil servants, the highest paid people in the country. After your parliamentarian, should it be the military, the police, the teachers, the mailman and woman, and other civil servants, nurses, doctors, and others. But they are the less paid. And why, when your politician family gets sick, they hustle quick on a plane to get to America or overseas? Look, Mr. Prasad, they bring down the guy, the APNU government. He's sick. He was in Canada dying. I was made to understand. They said, no, but they can't help him because he's now with the government. Isn't that what you call an embarrassment to the PPP government? Because if Mr. Prasad didn't bring down the PNC with APNU, what the hell y'all would have got? Tell me. But y'all are ungrateful. Again, there's a lot of square pegs in wrong hole. With the black, they'll never forget your kindness. And they will stand up and defend you. But you, Indian, if something go wrong, you run away. And you say you didn't see or you don't hear. Again, you have the different ones among you who will stand up. And let it be known, don't make politicians use you to fight their opponent, and beat them, break up the poster. That's all you get, a couple dollars, a plate of food, and a handshake. And when they get into parliament, you got nothing to get. And they look down at you and call you dogs of war, you fools. Wake up and unite for a national front government, where the Amerindian must be the leader of the country, followed by the mixed race, the Portuguese and Chinese, the black and the Indian, and both of you had your chance already. Okay? Think of it. And we want to bring people from Africa and India, where the two major nations come from. But we must make laws. All life matters, and all religion is accepted, and anybody can intermarry with any religion people, whether you Hindu, Muslim, you like, fall in love, have nothing to do with religion. That's just a effing teaching. To be in love is to be care. And that's a feeling. Think of it. So you all wake up. I have nothing against Mr. Ali. At least people accusing them for all kinds of things, but they are spending. But again, when they spend $10, it's obviously something going through the drain. Think of it. Barnum Dewey was the second richest black man in the world in the 1970s and 80s. And the richest black man at that time was billions of dollars. Think, my friend. All Guyanese must have land and money to build their house and work together for the Cooperative Republic of Guyana and unite and should have a salary giving the wealth of the country every month. So I'm calling on you, the soldiers, the police, the civil servants, to speak with one voice. Okay? Guyana is not India and Africa, only the two of you got this problem. All right? And we don't want to hear emancipation and arrival. If not, y'all will have to leave. Idi Amin have done it. I put out close to 1 million Indian. Mr. Mugabe put out all the white people. And Burma now destroying the Indian and chasing them out too. Don't let it happen in Guyana. And every person you all kill innocently, somebody got your name. And every magistrate and judge and lock up an innocent people, somebody got your name and your family. So let it be known, and remember these words. America gets what America wants. Joe Biden is your president for Guyana. Y'all are only overseer, man. All right? So I'm urging y'all in the name of God, subscribe to my channel. Press the bell. And also, I am your host, George Correa. Thank you for listening. Sorry if I offend you. Bye.